Yo, what's up? I'm gonna show you how to make Google Ads and these print. It's super simple. We're gonna do this direct because I filmed 60% of the last video and then realized that I have my fucking brand up in the tab at the top. So we're pushing straight through this. So, thing with Google Shopping is that it's honestly super easy. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. You can set it up in a 3-tier structure. This is how I do it, and you'll use manual CPC. This right here dictates how much you're spending per click, and you get to decide. Okay? It's different from a maximized click, maximized conversions, because then Google can spend $5 on a click, and they can do that for 10 clicks. They can do that for 100 clicks, and that doesn't mean that they're going to be purchases. The manual cost per click, you're going in there and doing it yourself, and once it's set up right, it will just basically bring you money. Now, to start, this is your high, so this is going to be anything. Let's say you have a knee brace. Okay, I can always use like that. This will go after keyword knee brace. Things like that. Cure for knee pain. Anything that's pretty broad, like sort of cold traffic, this will pop up for that, and you'd want to spend less on a click because it's got less chance of converting. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna show you guys data from when I ran this in the past as well. This is coming from a high ticket drop shipping store I ran. This is how I know that this works. That is basically you partner with big brands like Wayfair, and then you steal their traffic using Google. But since you're a retailer, they make money off the tip. Now, exclusion lists. This is actually the most key part of it. So make sure like you're actually paying attention. You're gonna have your universe. This is gonna go in all of them. This will be keywords that you never want to bid for. Never, ever. You don't even want to pop up. Scam, review, wholesale, trust pilot, if some of you things like this. And then if you're ripping it off of Callow data, you might want to throw in the name of the brand itself. So if you want to launch this and you got the main brand and you don't want them to find you, get DMCA'd, throw in that brand there. Got medium funnel. This will be a brand intent. So use this brand. You'll see downrightltd.co, downright pillows, downright. At the end of the day, I could have just put downright and use phrase match. So the difference is broad match is they could type in down up or down. Anything super broad, it's gonna pop up and bid for it. Phrase match is if that word is in there, they will pop up. To be downright bedding, downright calm, downright comforter, downright typo. If it's close to downright in this actual keyword, it's gonna bid on it. So that's why I use it. Exact match is literally only that. That's good for search ads. So if you want to bid on your branding, that's good for that because you want to spend less to make more. But for shopping, phrase match is good. Then you got your low. This is product names. You can look these products up. They're actually funny that I was selling this. Name of your exact product. So let's say your brand name is Cure Free Knee Brace. And then your product name is Cure Free Knee Brace 2.0 high webbing, well, some dumb shit, I don't know. That would go in there. That would be your product name with the brand, all those things in this, because that's what you want to bid the most on, because that's going to convert the best. So you want to be able to bid the most on it so that no one else can get it. Medium, that would be the medium bid because they're looking up your brand. So there's buying intent, but not as much as the exact product name. This would be, even if you're running apparel, maybe the size and those sort of things. Throw them in as phrase match. Eventually, you'll see more keywords popping up and you can push them into the right part. Now, once you got your highs set up, that was just kind of walking through the list and how they work. You're going to go to keywords and you're going to the high is going to have a high, medium, pin low. High, medium, and universe is going to go in there. Then you're going to copy it and duplicate. And this right here is going to be your medium. So I'm going to pause it while it loads and then show you guys. All right, so boom, you can see it's done. And this right here will be your medium. So you'll go into settings and you'll change the priority level of it. So these 3 campaigns that you're setting up are going to work as one funnel. So think similar to maybe a CVO, I guess, kind of a close bridge. So the bidding on them is going to go, if it doesn't fit into the keywords on the high, it'll then go to the medium. If it does fit the medium, it'll then go to the low. And you'll bid separately on that based off of those keywords. So in the medium, only one you're removing is that. You're going to leave the low, and then you're going to raise up your cost per click. So this is a bit the more complex thing. You don't have to run that at all. That's basically, if you're running a lot of different products, or even you're running a very high spend, then you start segmenting out by maybe price point, by product type, product name, product variant, whatever it may be. But that's not important. You can scale crazy numbers without any of that. Cost per click for medium, I would run maybe 70 cents, like at 3 to 4x of the high, just to start, and then see how profitable it is. And then you're going to do this one last time, and this is going to be your low. Now, don't duplicate the medium one, duplicate the high, okay? Because you need to keep the medium in there, but I'll just show you. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to explain something I'm about to show. All right, so same thing, changes over to low, settings. This is very important. If you don't set up these settings right, don't set up the keywords right, your bidding is going to be all fucked up, and you're going to have no idea why you're not profitable. So even at the very end of after you've set this up, I would go back and run through every single one of them to make sure it's set up as needed with the right settings, the right bidding, the right keywords, all those stuff. So on the low, that's going to be the most expensive because, as I said, these are going to convert the most. They're actually looking for your product, and you want to outbid everyone for this. There's no exception for why you shouldn't be first for your own product, because you might have someone like me that's running a Google shopping store or someone more aggressive, and that we see you're scaling and don't have Google ads up. That's easy bread. It's easy bread. On the low, you're going to take that off. Universal and medium, take it off. Leave those there, and you're just going to take off the low. So now only the ones that you have within that keyword list are going to pop up. And now there's literally only one more step after you've done all that thing. And that is to make it a shared budget. So, there you go. You're going to take those 3 that you have, and you're going to set your main budget. I wouldn't stress too much over the budget that you're using to start. You'll see I would start off with $15. That's because I was broke. But all right, yeah, it was because I was broke. And also because really the first thing that you want to do over the first 2 days, is just watch the keywords to make sure that they're popping up in the right campaign. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. But don't expect it to spend that full $50, $100, whatever you may put, because your cost per click is kind of the thing that's actually going to affect how much spending. So I'll pull up an example. Alpine furniture. Now you'll see in the high campaign that we had for this, wasn't a lot of spend. Totally I didn't do super crazy with this one. But black bed, king bed frame, affordable, 12 deep chest of drawers. All of these product names or types of products that weren't specific to this brand, okay? Kind of descriptory. They're just looking for something. They might be looking around. This is what you're gonna be bidding on, and you'll see it in convert super crazy, okay? Now you'll go down to, let me show this example first. So this was a specific product name, okay? So if you see something popping up in high, that should be a medium or a low. You're just gonna add it as a negative keyword, exact match, and then you can either do on the list, campaign, ad group. It doesn't really matter. I haven't noticed different. Then on the medium, damn, I did not do a good job with this. You'll see Alpine furniture. That's the majority of the impressions. Alpine furniture bed, Alpine furniture, and then it has a type of product. Now, I wanted to bid more for this, so I excluded it and threw it down there. That should have been in the low. All these things. Actually, I knew I didn't have that product, so I left it medium because the buying intent wasn't 100% there. And now we got a competitor in here. This would have got negated. I would have put that in universal now. Then we got a low funnel. Alpine Adele upholstered platform bed. That was a specific type of bed that we were selling. Flynn mid-century. That one sold pretty good. And that's low. Now you'll see, if you're paying attention to it, the cost per clicks going from high, medium to low varies a lot. This one was spending $3 for it, and that was good. Might spend 5, 6, whatever it may be, because these are going to convert a lot better. They're going to make you more money. Okay? You're going to get less of them, though. That's the thing of it. You're going to get a lot more people in the high. Then it's exactly how a funnel works. I'll not fix. Now, let me break down kind of metrics that that we actually did pay attention to. Now, this is what I was running back then. Now, I would probably chop it down a lot less. I would have cost, clicks, budget, and then this right here. Search absolute top impression share. This is go on your phone right now, type up a name of a product, and then those people that you see at the top, they're crushing this right here. That's what it is. You're at the absolute top of all the impressions. Search impression share is all the ones that you're in there somewhere. And scroll, maybe you'll see them. You want to optimize for this to be as high as possible profitably. That's all you're doing with Google Shop. Now, for the high, we're doing like 15, 25% at max, and that works well. Medium, you're more hot. On the low, you should be 80, 100% plus. And then these as well, those were good. Conversion rate, you'll see high will be lower, then medium, low, all those. I think that's it, honestly. I just walked you through everything, explain the search insights, how you do these things. There's one thing that you can do as well, though. Show you guys this. It'll probably pop up in here for you guys. And it'll show, yeah, you see, barely did anything with this store. Keywords. All right. Let me find. Got it. All right. So this right here, it's called Auction Insights. You'll use this to look at how you're ranking against all of your competitors. So there's going to be like the main guys, Amazon, and then the biggest brand, they're going to be outranking you in the very beginning. But here's a bit of sauce. Once you get approved for your GMC, wait until after you're approved to even try this. Then start adding maybe variants or a duplicated version of your product, and then it will double the amount that you have in your GMC. So now instead of competing on them just using one product, you're now using two. Now as well, you're going to start using keywords. Okay, I went over this in the case study, but there's specific keywords that people are bidding for. You'll notice them in here, and you can optimize on that using your GMC product titles. So let's say knee brace, they want it to be high compression, they want it black. Now you can have one version of your product that you're going after that inside of GMC, and then you have another where you're using the keyword of your biggest competitor. And that right there is how we would do it. If we had 12 versions of the same product, we would split up. Maybe 5 of them was going top of funnel, 3 to 4 medium, and then the rest would be bottom of funnel, and they just pick up our own product name. And that's how we were able to scale the cold so far, you know. I think I probably used a screenshot of it in the thumbnail. That's exactly how we did it. We had a bunch of different versions of the product in GMC, and we just wiped their asses in the auction, and then kept raising up the manual cost per click until we got it to the sweet spot. And then from there, it was just keep driving traffic via Meta, and it just prints. So we're doing 20 insane amounts of numbers, 20K days, just purely from Google, you know. So it's super simple to do. If you want to launch your Google shopping stores, you can even just steal traffic from people who do the same thing. And then as well, this is an example I've been talking about. This was specifically for this brand. We sold 750K rev, and we did this in 63 days. Now, I've got a full case study on this. It's completely free. First link in the description. Everything, different ways for product research, apps that we use, constraints, how we marketed it, and even prompts and SOPs. Now, Google, I went over this. You'll see it's a bit more in-depth organized for people that want it like that. And then this video is kind of just explaining that in a better way. Okay. Now, in that case study, I went over everything, but I'm running more brands right now. And so if you want to work with me one-on-one, or even just get into my more private elite community, I'm making videos much more in depth like this one. And just everything that popped up. My most recent video was only made because of one of the guys in there was struggling with something he needed me to film a video for. Popped it up the next morning, and there we go. Now, majority of those I'm going to keep completely exclusive to them, but every now and then post one on here. So if you want to get inside of there, I've got a type form in there. You can apply. I'll reach out to you personally, and we can see if you're a good fit. So I appreciate you watching the video. I'm going to keep dropping more. Aim for maybe 3 to 5 a week. But yeah, keep scaling, bro.